New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. Join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session at ntmedia.org/prayer. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Welcome to morning prayer for Sunday, January 26th, 2025. My name is Muro. I'm a prayer practitioner here with the New Thought Media Network. I am honored and delighted to be able to spend time in prayer with you today. We know, without a doubt, that prayer is powerful. And we know that prayer is both about our listening and our speaking. Prayer is not about begging. It's not about beseeching. It's not about looking for something that simply must be given to us. No, quite the opposite. It's about affirming our truth. So, what is it that you want to affirm as your truth today? That is your focus. I wanted to provide, well, first of all, let me just say this, that if you would like prayer, you can always send us a prayer request here at www.ntmedia.org/prayer. We have a family of ministers and practitioners who love to pray on your behalf. Okay, now, what I wanted to share with you today is this. Slightly longer reading than normal, but bear with me. This is from Guidance for a Spiritual Journey by Reverend Dr. Daniel Lee Morgan. This is what he wrote. Today I resolve that I move to a mode of expression that best described as onward and upward. I realize that new frontiers are all around me, some much closer than I realize. I, by deliberate intent, become motivated to rise to high levels of prosperity, well-being, and solid health. I affirm the truth for me this moment is, the sky's the limit. So whatever it is that is in your heart or on your mind that you would want to experience to a greater degree, or you want to release, or you want to celebrate, whatever it might be, the sky's the limit. So I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze and just allow yourself to be fully present to this moment. When we release all that has come before this and release all that is coming after, it's not about forcing ourselves, it's allowing ourselves to be here now, allowing ourselves to hold to the truth that each of us is the beloved of the beloved. And I know that this is true because I know that each of us has been created by the One, created in and of and as love, created as both divine and human. And so when I look at my life, I recognize that I am the co-creator. What that means for me is that I have the opportunity at each and every moment to decide how I want to experience my life. I don't always get to choose the factors and the conditions and the circumstances. Matter of fact, I rarely do. But I do get to choose how I will respond. I do get to choose what my next step will be. I do get to choose how I will educate myself and how I will learn and how I will explore. And as I do this, I become more and more proficient at being the co-creator of my life experience. And so I see that I have this power within me. I recognize this, and I open my heart and my mind to this prayer of knowing, not a prayer of asking, but a prayer of knowing. Knowing that I have within me the wisdom and the brilliance of the One. And so that as I approach each and every circumstance and each and every condition, whatever it might be, I recognize that every time something comes up in my life, I always have the opportunity to open to all that it has to tell me, to open to all that it can mean to me, to open to how I choose to accept it. And by acceptance, I don't necessarily mean that I'm going to simply say yes to whatever it is that happens to me. It does mean that I am going to find ways to work with it, to work through it, if need be. But more often than not, it means that I am going to open my heart and my mind to learn, to explore, to see what is there that goes beyond the surface. I choose to align myself ever more closely each and every day, each and every moment, so that my life can be enriched. And by enriching my life, my spiritual path being lighter and brighter, allowing that to shine on my human life, I can see and I can feel how my life experience has lightened, has broadened, has deepened, has brought a greater fulfillment, both to me and to those around me. I recognize that I am writing the book of my life experience. I don't get to choose all of the facts, but I get to choose the narrative. I get to edit. And I get to edit in such a way that if I am honest, if I am open, if I am true to who and whose I am, I can see the places where I have moved closer in my alignment with my truth. And those places where I have stalled, those places where I have taken a step back, places where I have not even recognized that I have the opportunity to make a choice. And so knowing that the book of my life is not something someone else is writing, but something I am writing. Because it is my life experience. It is my view. It is my desire to co-create a life that is fulfilled and fulfilling. To co-create a life that has merit in and of itself, but has merit that goes far beyond my plain or my simple, rather, existence, and rather what it is that I can be in this world, what it is that I can provide to this world. What it is that I can do and be so that the light and the love of God shines in and through and as me out into this world, brightening it, lightening it, bringing a greater sense of love, a greater sense of peace, a greater sense of harmony, and a greater sense of justice, of freedom, of acceptance, of celebration of all. I recognize that when I consider the strength that comes from the highest vibration of love itself, that there is a power that is far greater than I could ever imagine. I recognize that indeed the sky is the limit. I recognize that as my divine self, I am indeed whole, perfect, and complete, and I choose to bring that into my human life. I choose to bring all that I am into each and every moment. This is not only my choice, but this is a magnificent invitation that I have been given. Each and every day when my eyes open, I draw a breath, and I recognize here is opportunity. And so today, I choose to open my heart, my mind, and my soul to that opportunity. I choose to bring who and whose I am to each and every action and interaction. I choose to allow the light and the love of God to shine in and through and as me into the world. And in doing so, I know that I am fulfilling my truth. I am fulfilling my authenticity. I am fulfilling who and whose I truly am. And so, in gratitude, in thanksgiving and in joy, I release this word to the law which always says yes. And so it is. I affirm that truth from me this moment is the sky's the limit. How magnificent is that? We are so powerful, so incredibly powerful, that no matter how important you might think of yourself as being, it's far greater than that. And so it is, indeed. All right, folks. I will see you soon. Until then, please recognize that you are without a doubt, the most powerful force that you could ever imagine, because you are loved and you are love. How magnificent is that? I'll see you soon. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.